Can you believe it, guys? It's time for another monthly income report, and this time it's September, and I share these to inspire you and give you some tips along the way so that we can all succeed in this Etsy print on demand. There is so much room, there are so many niches that need our designs in. So let's get into it. So September, we had 336 orders, we had a conversion rate of 4.4%, and revenue was just under 10,000 US dollars. So as you can tell here, we're still in the back to school niches. On the 5th of September, we had 20 orders, but as you can tell, there was only one day that we had under 5. The majority are between 5 and 15 orders for September. Then revenue wise, our peak day was the 28th of September, and we had 636 US dollars and 72 cents. So this means people bought multiple items, and that works in your favor with shipping if they buy the same item. Okay, once again, we haven't used Etsy ads. This is all through SEO and running sales, I would say, is a big component to making this money, but no Etsy ads, which I like. I'm happy to give someone a discount and then purchase an item, whereas Etsy ads, I could just be giving money and it doesn't mean they're going to buy it. And if all they're doing is clicking on it and favoriting it, then you're still getting charged and they haven't even purchased an item. Whereas with offsite Etsy ads, they have to purchase the item before you are charged for it. So I haven't put any Etsy ads on. So our top 5, now would you believe it, our 1 and 3 are the exact same design. One is on a sweatshirt and one is on a Bella Canvas t-shirt. So the best seller and how to hide this badge so that other shops can't find it easily and then just copy it. So how I do that is by running sales. You do not see the bestseller badge unless you click on that listing. So if someone's just scanning the page when they've typed in a keyword, then they won't see your bestseller badge. So that's the hack I use, and these 2 bestsellers have been bestsellers for months, and I believe that is a big contributing factor because I haven't had copycats. Here's a specific tips video on how to get a bestseller in 2021. So what items, we're starting to get the standard occupations, back to school, wedding, parenting, they're the niches that I'm in. What have we sold? 5 mugs. Well, this is the first time that we've sold more sweatshirts than t-shirts. Notebooks 9, tank tops, tote bags and pins. So this is comparing August to September. So you can see here in August there was 75% Bella Canvas t-shirts, and that was a lot to do with teachers buying grade shirts for their whole year level, so they were buying multiple t-shirts. Whereas this month here you can see that it's 47.3% sweatshirts and 44% t-shirts. I think sweatshirts are really good to have in your shop because a lot of homemade businesses who are doing their printing at home, some of them really focus on the t-shirts. Of course there's some that focus on the sweatshirts, I'm not saying that they don't, but I don't find there's as much competition with sweatshirts as what there is with t-shirts. So Etsy sales, 333 orders with a discount. Average amount was 31 US dollars, and as you can tell that's a sweatshirt because our sweatshirts are over $30. The revenue from discounts was 11,000. So this is very basic. Printify cost us $836 in Australian dollars, that is, and Etsy paid us 13,812, and that's what they put into our bank account in September. So it has August's final week going in there. So for September we walked away with $5,452.33, which in US dollars is about 4,000 US dollars, which is amazing for a business that you can do at home or you can do at the beach because all you need to do is take your laptop. So offsite ads, I am not a fan of offsite ads and I have had them turned off, but Etsy turned them back on again because we made 10,000 US dollars in the 12 months before the 31st of July. So we made more than 10,000, so we have to have ads. So we just pay a 12% advertising fee. If you haven't made that 10,000 amount, then you pay 15%. but I just don't like them. So Offsite Ads brought in $417, that's Australian dollars, and I paid $51 in advertising fees. So this is the reason I don't like it. So this was on a sweatshirt. So the sweatshirt cost the buyer $33 US, and we paid $4 US to Etsy. Now, that's okay because I'm still making a profit with that. But as I mentioned in my last income report, I actually really like to price them low to get some sales, but I still want to be making money. Like, I still want to be making $5 US at least with a t-shirt. So with the sweatshirts, the problem here now is that if I try and have them as low as possible, so I'm just making say $5 US, and then they put this on, then my profit could be taken up with an Etsy offsite ad. So 100%, if we hadn't made the 10,000, I would not have offsite Etsy ads on. But now I just need to factor in that Etsy may advertise my listing, and then I will get charged fees. Another thing I want to share with you is Printify issue. I don't know, have you been getting these has issues? So what we found was, because we were getting a lot more orders, when you're doing about 20 orders a day and you're doing manually, the bank account doesn't like it. They see those multiple transactions as being a bit of an issue. So we add $500 US from our business account and put it in here to the current balance, and then Printify just takes all the money out of there, and my bank doesn't have a problem with it because it's lump sums. It is not 10 or 15 transactions in a day that can appear fraudulent. So customer issues, there's massive delays to shipping in Canada. So Printify does warn us about this and says that they cannot guarantee shipping to Canada. And what I've been doing is contacting the buyer and just letting them know and asking if they'd like to proceed. The things that were lacking in this month is I didn't research what was selling, and I wasn't checking eRank to have a look at the SEO, and I just needed to be doing that more in September, and it has affected us now in October because I wasn't doing as much researching, so I wasn't as aware of what was selling and what possible niches and possible designs I should be doing. But I am excited to say that I finally got enough money from Redbubble. We got paid $22, so I'm excited for that, and it has mainly been stickers that we've sold on Redbubble, and merch by Amazon is still $0. But I must admit, I'm not putting too much time into that. My main focus is Etsy, and hubby uploads some items to Redbubble. So the goals for September this month were to update old listings, which I did. I wanted to get the amount of listings higher for the Christmas gift purchases, and I wanted to make sure that I'm adding sweatshirts to the selling shirts designs. So those were my September goals. In October, I'm aiming to add some more Christmas items, but it is going to be in a very small niches so that I have a chance of ranking and getting found and making sales. And I'm aiming to get to about 600 listings. And when I'm updating old listings, I'm not just renewing them. So I have it set for manual review, and that just means I can have a bit of a look at it. I can have a look and see if I should be adding more colors, if I should be changing the price, if it's a terrible mock-up and we've got a better one now, that if I change it over we're more likely to get sales, which I have been doing. So thanks heaps for watching. The last thing I want to share with you is, if you're on Printify, at the end of August we got a merchant success manager from Printify, and each month he sends me a roundup of the last month. I love how it's got this great pie chart, and it doesn't surprise me that we have 12% going to Texas. I have definitely noticed that we sell a lot to Texas, and they have such high fees for those in Texas, which Etsy takes out. But as you can see here, the top products were t-shirts and then sweatshirts. Top colors, which is always interesting: black, dark grey, heather and white. We mainly use Monster Digital, as you can see there, 54%, but SwiftPod for the sweatshirts, so 34%, and the month-on-month growth is a drop of 31%. And as you can see here, this is what I mean. So we had 336 orders, but we sold 412. So that's pretty awesome. So you can see the reprint rate there is 1.94%. So we did have to do a few reprints with Monster Digital. Some people were sent completely wrong t-shirt, so were sent a next level instead of a Bella canvas. Some of them were sent the wrong actual design like completely wrong. So what I do is I request the customer send some photos, and what I've actually started doing is requesting a refund rather than a reprint. We were doing reprint, but I just find, and I don't know if anyone else has noticed this, that if we get a reprint, it can take the full 7 days before they reprint. But if they buy it fresh, then Monster Digital will have it sent out in like 2 or 3 days, like it's gone, it's shipped. Whereas some of the reprints, whereas the customers aren't that happy because they've had a t-shirt that they've bought that hasn't arrived. So if they're really desperate for a reprint, then I'll do it, but I have just been refunding and then it is dealt with. Otherwise we've had to keep a list. They keep checking, has it been shipped? Where's it at? So that's what we're tending to do these days, whereas we were reprinting them all unless they specifically said they wanted a refund. I'm now tending to go towards we can refund it for you, because then it's dealt with, it's done. If you haven't caught the other months, I've got the playlist here, as well as some tips for getting your first 1,000 sales and what worked for us. Thanks heaps for watching. Bye.